everyone, welcome back to An Italian in My Kitchen. I am Erica, and today I thought we could make a delicious breakfast cake. Traditionally Italian, we are going to make an orange olive oil cake. So we're going to put together two very Italian flavors. We have the citrusy flavor on one side and the delicious olive oil flavor on the other side. And I thought that we could make this cake especially now because during this time of year, so October, November, this is when people start picking olives in Italy. And that's exactly what my dad is doing right now. And usually that's what I would be doing as well if I was in Italy. We're not there. And so I thought, why not celebrate the olive picking time with a nice, delicious olive oil cake? So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Let's go make it. We're gonna start by preheating the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius and greasing either an 8-inch cake pan or a bun pan. I'm going to use a bun pan today. Then take a large bowl and we're going to whisk together 1 cup plus 1 tablespoon of cake flour, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 pinch of salt, and the zest of 1 orange. And whisk. And then we're going to add 1/2 cup plus 1 tablespoon of plain Greek yogurt at room temperature, 1/2 cup plus 2.5 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 1/2 cup of light olive oil. We're using light olive oil because we don't want a very strong olive oil taste. That would just be too overpowering for this cake, so we need something nice and light that just gives that olive oil flavor. And 2 eggs at room temperature. And we'll beat this all together until it's nice and smooth and well combined. And then take your pan and pour the mix into your pan. Now we're going to bake it for about 30 minutes or until a toothpick inserted into the cake comes out clean or with just a few crumbs. And there you go, our cake is ready. So now we're just going to let the cake cool for about 15 to 20 minutes inside the pan, and then we'll flip it, take it out of the pan and leave it to cool completely on the wire rack. And then we can glaze it with, guess what? A delicious orange glaze. So while this cake is cooling, we're going to make our orange glaze. And to make that, we're gonna take 2 to 3 cups of icing sugar or powdered sugar and 1 or 2 tablespoons of orange juice. You might need to add a little bit more powdered sugar if it's a little bit too liquidy, or a bit more orange juice if it's too thick. So when you've reached your ideal consistency, your ideal thickness for your glaze, we're going to pour it on top of our cake. I do like a nice and thick glaze, so I think this looks actually really nice. And I love just pouring it on top because then the glaze will just go wherever it wants to go, and it just pours very nicely, and it kind of just doesn't drip on top of the counter or wherever. It'll just stick to the cake when it gets thick enough. This is what the cake looks nice and finished with our glaze on top. It's an orange glaze that goes so very well with our orange olive oil cake. Alright, so here we have our cake. So it's nice and fluffy. It smells really good. It's nice and moist thanks to that olive oil that we put in. It's light and the smell of orange does hit you thanks to that glaze as well. And now all that's left is to try it out. Buon appetito. You need to try this because you don't taste the olive oil. You know how olive oil has like a very strong taste. You don't taste it that much. You just know that it's in there and it gives it this nice, moist and fluffy texture. And then you get hit with that orange flavor. It's very, very good. It's nice and refreshing. It's a breakfast cake because it's perfect for the morning. Like you can have it with a nice cup of coffee or tea and it just starts your day in the best way possible. I guess that's why we like to have a nice sweet breakfast in the morning, because we start the day happy. So I hope you enjoy this cake, and if you make it, let me know in the comment section below what you think of it. As always, you'll find all the ingredients, the links and measurements in the description box, and subscribe and like, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!